Journal of Dace Artemon. Day 1 since the event. I have damned those who have served under me. Served this institution. In the blink of an eye, what I thought was a perfect banishment of the hive was betrayed. In those last moments before the sundering of the conduit, my colleagues, those who I have grown to respect and rely on, were overtaken by its thralls. As I was rushed upon, I put forth as much of my energy as I could into the ritual. But he was there, and I felt cold iron puncture into my back. The ritual stopped, and the energy built up had overloaded the conduit. It broke apart, and the resulting cascade was mortifying. With my last breath before passing into darkness, I routed the energy to shield this place from outside interference, to quarantine the infestation. Alas, there was too much magic, and the city burns because of my decision, because of a betrayal I should have seen long ago. Now the remainder of us dwell here in our shimmering prison, locked in with the hive, though I fear some have escaped. They may have already assumed form. This host is crafty, calculating, an intelligence I've never experienced before. It's created a shroud over the city. There must be those here in SEGLESIA who know something, who know enough to act. If there is nobody, then this prison will become a crypt, and all knowledge of what happened here will perish with it. Someone out there must know.
Hello? Is everyone there? Hello? Oh, hi! There you are! Hey, this is Matt here, Chaotic and Writer. Thank you very much for bouncing in and watching another fantastic episode of Tales of SEGLESIA. This is episode, episode/session 26, which is called The Sun and the Scourge. What is the sun? Well, we know what the sun is, but what is the Scourge? We don't know that answer. So, if you wish to find out, please continue tuning in and continue enjoying tonight's session. Want to, again, thank everybody for popping in. We have a handful of players, one sort of on the fence because of internet issues, but we also have a cameo this evening. A cameo from a story told a while ago. Of which campaign or of which story within the Auroraverse is this individual popping in? And which individual is it? You will have to find out this evening. But before I get to the scene where we get to talk with the players and have our opening gambit, as it were, I want to also thank everybody for helping this channel reach the 300 follower count. I am sincerely just tears in my eyes, super happy that I have reached that milestone, and it is because of you and because of your support and your patronage and your followership that I get to say that I have a channel with 300 followers. So As I mentioned before, and have mentioned a whole bunch, I am going to be doing a 24-hour world building stream, and I've been getting a flux of people basically telling me, like, you are insane. Why are you doing that? I can't, like, am I going to be able to keep absolute top energy for 24 hours? Probably not. That's not really the goal. The goal is to create an interactive experience. There's going to be some highs, there's going to be some lows, but there's going to be a lot of pre-recorded content, watchable, digestible, consumable, some ad break content, some affiliated content, content that is connected with the Rolling Together community, connected with Project Aurora, connected with the many partner streams and partner DMs across the Twitch and YouTube streaming space, and all sorts of fun stuff to expect. When is that 24-hour stream going to happen? I got to choose a date for that. I got to choose a date, and I need to give myself enough planning time, but you can expect that answer very soon. I promise you, it's going to be a blast, and I would like to formally invite you to this event. Now, let us move forward and let us say hello to our players for this evening.
Just goes like, oh, Blaze just goes like, oh, that's a wonderful desk. Oh, excuse me. It would be a wonderful desk, but it'd be a shame if what happens to it.
All right. Hello, everyone. How are you doing this evening?
Hello.
I think I'm doing all right there, boss. I'm sorry.
Wrong character.
Yeah. I think I stuck my throat.
So.
Goblin corn is up.
Yeah. I've been having a fantastic evening and a fantastic week, and I had a fantastic past weekend, and I am ready to go with a brand new month. Starting off this month with a fantastic new session of Tales of SEGLESIA. Was that a Freudian slip? Maybe it was. But we have, to our present knowledge, 4 players playing this evening. We have Phoenix V playing as Orgoth.
Yo.
We have Magpie 18 playing as Valvari.
Hello.
We have Dr. Squigums playing as Windveer.
Hello there.
And we have Blackman Inc. playing as Scoop.
I'm back.
You are back. You are very much back, and it is good to see you. Now, I have a question for all of you, and to eliminate some of the awkwardness of previous questions, I decided to pose this question to you in advance. Now, if you don't have an advance answer, that is a-okay. However, tonight's question is in the form of, an experience of your character if a certain condition was met. That is to say, if your character traveled to a modern carnival with mechanical rides, games, prizes, and carnival food, briefly describe what their day would look like. Technically, that is not a question, that is more of a prompt. However, I would like to hear some of your thoughts about how, what sort of experience your character would partake in this particular setting. Let us say, I know Squigs has an answer, because Squigs mentioned that Squigs had an answer. So I'm gonna have Squigs go first.
Oh yeah, Winifred would have a horrible time.
You wouldn't enjoy yourself at all?
If we've learned anything from Autumn Fest, the answer is yes.
Okay, so you gotta tell me more. You can't just say that.
In what way?
Exactly. It's like, I'm gonna have a horrible time. Okay, details. I want to know.
Details.
It's the carnival.
Well, yeah, it's more for the fact he prefers being around people that he's able to at least have somewhat of an intellectual conversation with. That's been completely dead though, sadly. And it's more for the fact is that like it's just been like why it's like more a question of why the fact is that all of these things here and there's no way for me to actually find the things I like. I do not want a deep fried corn sausage. I'd like a nice cup of tea. Where's my tea? There is no tea. There's this tea. This tea is iced tea. It's too much sugar. You don't put too much sugar in your tea. But honey, splash of milk.
Are you telling me your carnivals in America don't have tea?
We have iced tea.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Iced tea. Correct.
It's
In other
American.
words, not actual tea.
Just leaf juice.
Just leaf juice, basically. Yeah. You're 100% correct about that. So yeah, it seems like a troublesome experience. Hey, there's no proper pampering of the noble persuasion at a modern carnival with all of this common rabble and their cheap options for food and whatever and libations. So
Exactly.
let us go over to Black Man ain't playing as Scoop.
So I think Scoop originally he sort of has a 2-part day. It's like originally he would go in and the lights and the music and the food would kind of attract him and he'd have a good time until he tries to win one of the prizes, and when he finds out it's a scam and he can't win one of the prizes, he probably ends up like tying whoever is running that stand like up in the back and taking over as like the prize master to screw over any guy trying to win a prize for a girl. That's how his
Gotcha.
day ends up going.
So it sounds as if you were playing the role of a blocker of a particular sort.
Some might say,
Yes.
some might say a defender, some might say, someone that's just doing the right thing. It's all perspective.
The Equalizer.
Exactly.
Coming soon to theaters. Gotcha. Oh, I mean that tracks with Scoop 100%. I'm gonna say Phoenix, Magpie 18 Valvari. How do you imagine your character would thrive or not thrive within the setting of a modern carnival?
I feel like they'd be bored by the rides, not see it as they see them as kind of pointless, but at the same time they get on one roller coaster, be like that was a thrill, get back on. But at the same time they'd see the like shooting games, and then probably spend the entire time playing that, knowing like not realizing they're rigged, and then be like, why the fuck I'm hitting the target? Why the fuck isn't it going down?
So
Did you spend the entire day there?
unmistakable accuracy, revealing the fraud that is behind every single game at a carnival. I believe that would make for a very frustrating experience for Valvari. Absolutely. Reminds me of a time when I went to a carnival and there were a bunch of little kids, and then I was just like, I'm going to do this carnival game. And the dude came up to me and basically whispered in my ears like, hey, could you help me sell this? Because like I'll just give you that, I'll just give you that thing.
Sounds illegal.
Yeah, like 3. Give me 3 of them, and then I'll hand you the Charmander. And I did so, and I got the Charmander. So
I would feel no remorse, none whatsoever for a Charmander.
yeah, why not?
I would sleep better knowing.
Yeah, honestly, that's valid.
Those kids need to learn about life.
You want the Charmander? Fight dirty.
These rides ain't loyal.
Got to catch them all one way or the other. Just because Matt is now Team Rocket doesn't make it any worse.
Hey, I have a Team Rocket shirt. I resemble that comment.
Oh, Jesus.
So finally, it's going to be Phoenix V as Orgoth. How do you feel Orgoth would thrive or not thrive within a modern carnival?
Orgoth would do the stupid thing, and I don't know if you guys have the pirate boat ride.
Yeah, I mean
No.
you go to certain
would try
carnivals
that
that are next to like a big lake or something. Then yeah, I mean that sometimes
He would
those are
try that, get vertigo, and then he would kill the ticket guy with a suffocating grasp
You mean
and
like
start burning the place down.
in the fashion that Orgoth does with the suffocating grasp in
Yeah.
front of all the kids?
Yes.
It's
The
your
kids need to
go-to,
learn.
isn't it? I'm realizing now.
At least he will only leave the food people alive and the candy.
The important ones.
Yes.
Exactly.
Seems like you're more than happy to ruin Draco Robshaw's day, because I imagine Draco Robshaw is having the time of his life, and then you come along. You come along and burn the carnival down. Actually, no, he'd probably join in.
Yeah, he would join in.
Draco
Yeah, I can
Robshaw,
imagine-
boy wonder.
I can only imagine the chaos. No one's fucking managing the booths and prize things, so you can just literally run around each booth and just taking every Charmander you want.
I don't know. And the fact you'd be burning the place down be more likely. It's just been like, all right.
I mean, let's face it, they probably make more money off the insurance.
True.
You're probably doing them a favor.
I low-key am hoping that there's a carnival at the end of this arc now.
I mean, there was sort of a carnival
it's
at
like
the
the party
beginning
beach
of
day.
this campaign.
Well, I need another.
All right.
It's like the beach
that's right.
episode, it's fine.
Yeah.
Two of you
it's
did not
episode.
participate in one, so maybe I
Yeah,
need to
it's
have
actually
one.
left out.
I don't know. That might be its own chamber inside of the Mages Academy. Wouldn't that be great if there was a scene in? I mean, there were scenes that were close, but if there was a scene in Harry Potter where they just walk into a room and it was like Ferris wheel and all of the carnival rides, the Gravitron.
Yeah, it's just in the teacher's lounge, they're just keeping it all to themselves. That's how they unwind.
Yeah. Dumbledore's getting a few extra gray hairs because of the Gravitron. Okay, well, we are about ready to enter into the realm of Seglesia, that is to say, into a realm within a realm within a realm within a realm. So, are y'all ready to play some Dungeons and Dragons this evening?
Fuck yeah.
I thought this
Yes.
was Spanish class.
No, that's later.
Okay. Anyways. So, you are being brought back into the fold and into the world of Tahiri in the city of Seglesia, and now within the magical asylum, the magical barrier that surrounds the Arcanist Inquisition headquarters, a massive mages academy and power within the Great Lion's Ascent. For many months, this building had been completely encased in this magical barrier, preventing any from entering or leaving. The purpose of such was unknown, at least to the party, the Righteous Sacrifice. As time moves onward, and as secrets become revealed to the party, it slowly but surely comes to their attention of what the truth might just be. And that truth is that there is something very wrong inside of the Arcanist Inquisition headquarters. Something wrong within the city itself. But something whose either source of being, or the source of its truth lies beyond the magic barrier. And so, with the help of the Vanguard, and with some persuasiveness of the bard of the party, you were able to step beyond the Crown's Guard perimeter and enter in to the Arcanist Inquisition headquarters. As you see this complex of buildings loom ahead of you, you step across the bridge, entering into the first building on your journey, which is known as the Grounds of the Silver Rose, a sort of courtyard slash garden, as it were. And where we had left off, you were in the midst of positioning yourself to an optimal degree to lay an offensive on the mindless thralls that have inhabited and have taken up this building, as there was no simple way to sneak past them. Your resident sniper was able to initiate the battle to some astounding success with their rifle. And the rest of you are waiting. You're waiting for a wave of attack to come. And as you are waiting, you find yourself in the precise moment when the enemy themselves is about to get its first opportunity and its first reaction to your attack, as I activate the scene of where we left off. And where we had left in the battle was at the end of the order, where Val had just moved down from the pillar and moved closer to the center of where all of this battle, where the heat of this battle is taking place. With that said, one other person, one other individual is about to make themselves known to you. One moment here. As you are each looking down upon the mindless thralls, their silhouettes dancing in the magic that was laid down by Bala just moments earlier, you see one of these thralls step out. At first, it stalks forward in its typical mindless fashion. And in the midst of its staggering forward, you notice that it's almost as if it gains a moment of sentience as it looks about, noticing Valvari, noticing Zug, noticing Bala. And this particular mindless thrall seems like it is not mindless at all. It does not seem to act at all in the same behavior as the rest. And in a moment's notice, you notice this thrall begins to change shape. What was a decrepit body lumbering through the stone of the grounds of the Silver Rose, you now see a shimmering silhouette. That is to say, not shimmering as in light, but shimmering as in a glossy reflection, as if the very core of this physical body is morphing and changing before your eyes. And as it does, the people who are currently watching, at this point, it would only be Valvari, because you were standing right there. Valvari, please roll an Arcana check.
Shit. Okay, 12.
That was a 12. Okay. So from a 12, there's not a whole lot that you can gain from this witnessing. You don't know if it's a particular spell that's changing their form, or if it's natural to this creature, or if this is something that you expect from the other thralls. At least it doesn't seem like it does. It's very breaking of what you've witnessed thus far from these thralls just lumbering about. And as its form changes, you notice a different figure emerges. A figure that looks distinctly human, at least by appearance. A figure that stands upright with a dark colored set of locks and a dark beard. And you see, my friends, you see this individual. Change permission. One sec here. This individual.
¿Por qué?
Porque indeed. Bemroth, please enter the chat.
Oh.
I have provided the role, so hopefully he will pop in
Holy
just a moment.
shit.
If not, I'll try to drag
Hello.
him in.
I am right here.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, hello. So, as you change form and you emerge amongst the people in front of you, having just stepped out of a thicket of darkness, standing in the midst of a pool of dried blood and guts, formerly lunkering about as a mindless thrall, but really not, what is the first thing you think and the first thing that you say?
Just gonna ask, what the fuck are you? You're blowing my cover up.
Val was still the gun pointing at their forehead. Who the fuck are you?
I asked you first why you were here.
All right. And so, at the...
He's like, do I shoot him or don't I shoot? What? I don't know the protocol for this. Is he what?
You are cut off immediately, the two of you, as your conversation is just beginning to start. It is cut off by a terrible roar and screeching sound that seems to be coming from this spot in particular. And the both of you turn around, and you are seeing the figure of something begin to pull its way out of that hole. And so, as I have properly added everybody to the particular battle that you are engaged in, allow me to switch up the soundtrack back to a battle theme. And let us proceed with the enemies and their turn. Now, of course, we have, I believe it was Hunger of Hadar, and that was cast by Bala Mitra. Arms of Hadar, rather. Invoking the power of Hadar, the Dark Hunger. Dark energy erupts from you. See, that's Arms of Hadar. I might need some clarification because I'm looking on Bala's character sheet. And I'm seeing Arms of Hadar. And that is 10 feet from Bala. Not an area, not the area described previously. Hold on. So we're gonna have to do a quick review of mechanics here.
He said it was hunger. I have the spell up here.
Well, sure, but that's not what I see on his character sheet. I see Arms of Hadar. But anyways, open a gateway to the dark between stars, a region infested with unknown horrors. 20-foot radius sphere of blackness and bitter cold appears centered on a point within range and lasting for the duration. This void is filled with a cacophony of soft whispers and slurping noises that can be heard 30 feet away. Up to 30 feet away. No light, magical or otherwise, can illuminate the area, and creatures within the area are blinded. The void creates a warp in the fabric of space-time, and the area is difficult terrain. Any creature that starts its turn in the area takes 2d6 cold damage. Any creature that ends its turn in the area must succeed a dex saving throw or receive acid damage as milky otherworldly tentacles rub against it. This is a Warlock spell. So, in which case, the first thing that I need to have happen is the mindless thralls that were standing there and are no longer standing there, or are no longer seen. They're going to have to try to endure some cold damage. That is in the form of 5. And they will perish. Easy! Easy does it. However, as those creatures perish, you do hear yet another chorus to the north of you, as a number of other thralls begin running out of the woodwork. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's fine. 9, 10, 11, 12. That's about the distance. So, how much is 60 feet? That one is going to move up to that distance. This one is going to navigate down, move here, start moving up, and is going to be close to you. And then, of course, we have a few more. As they begin to enter the fold as well. As you see a bunch of these creatures just breakneck running out into the open. You count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but there are many more. Indeed, there are many more. But none of them have gotten close enough to make their attack this turn. However, we do also have walking brains that have been creeping upon the ground and are now finally making their way hastily towards whichever creature that they can engage first. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's going to be 5, 6 as it tries to climb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as that one tries to climb. And the final thing that you notice make its entry. As the thing begins to crawl from the hole at the center of the grounds, you see tendrils pull up a mass that is dripping with slime, which at first has a very pale look to its exterior, but then as its eye opens, all of its individual tendrils begin filling with ichor, and it starts changing into a bright red color as the Mind Witness makes its appearance.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh no.
And the first thing that it is going to do, as it begins to hover over the hunger of Hadar, hover over the blackness, floating up into the air, it looks at those that it can see immediately within its scope. 1, 2, 3, 4 individuals. And it is going to cast its eye rays.
Oh, great.
3 different rays. And so in which case, I'm going to roll 3d6. See which rays those are going to be.
Oh my fucking god.
6, 4, and 5. And it is going to be... it's going to do 1 on Bala, 1 on Kelros, and 1 on Val. And so I'm going to need... let's see here. We got 6, 4, and 5. The 1 on Bala, that's going to be a strength saving throw from Bala. Strength saving throw. That is a 2, unfortunately. So you see Bala, as Bala is focusing on this hunger of Hadar, this black, inky mass in front of him. You notice that this creature, the Mind Witness, ends up shooting a beam at Bala in particular, and Bala begins moving into the air and hovering forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He is presently hovering in the air and is restrained by the grip.
Ooh.
The second beam is going to be upon Kelros. Kelros, I'm going to need you to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, dexterity, yes. Oh,
Guys, you might be in trouble.
Yep.
It was like, oh yeah, after the fight, we might, we might let you rest, your love, with all this shit. Oh yeah. I was thinking, why would that be necessary? Oh.
I fail.
Oh yes. We have added some extra complications to our battles nowadays. As you are increasing in level, I must increase in my tool chest.
Brilliant. Thanks.
So Bala, I'm sorry, Kelros, You have failed the dexterity saving throw. Your speed has been halved for 1 minute. You are also unable to take any reactions as a beam fires in your direction and you feel as if the world is speeding up around you. No, that's not it. You are slowing down.
Oh no. No reactions.
You can take either an action or a bonus action on your turn, but not both. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns. Ending the effect if you succeed. But for every time you fail, you are going to be in this slowed state.
Welcome to the party.
That's so bad for me.
Finally, Valvari, I'm going to need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, great.
Wow.
That is a nat 1. I'm fucked. I'm dead. Thank you all for the lovely game. I will see you in the afterlife, and I will be seeking vengeance.
Alrighty, well, you unfortunately find yourself in many situations where suddenly there are all sorts of combatants coming towards you. You feel a need to reposition yourself, to try to position your aim, perhaps, with your firearms. However, you realize that you are not moving. You are dumbfounded in this precise moment. You are, for all intents and purposes, stunned for 1 minute. And you can repeat this saving throw at the start of each of your turns, but for every time you fail, you will remain stunned.
Oh, God!
Alrighty. In a moment of time, as all of this has happened, you see Zug take his fist and begin pounding into his palm, and he's about to step forward, but as he steps forward, a portal opens up underneath him, a starry portal, and he falls directly into it. And that, my friends, is going to be the enemy's turn. It is now Orgoth's turn. Now, the thing is that before we get started with that, one thing that is going to hold true. Both of you two have held actions, but from where you're standing, I would argue that from where you're standing, you can peek over the bush. You two had held actions, and they were attack actions, if I remember correctly. So, Can you repeat to me what actions those were? I believe for Orgoth, that was a spell, like a Mind Sliver.
Yeah, that was a spell. Well, or the cantrip.
Yes. So, the distance of your Mind Sliver is 60 feet, which means you can hit the one thrall that is ahead of you. And as a matter of fact, you can actually hit one of these other thralls. But the one thrall that I've pointed at in particular is the first one that would have moved in that order, so that's the one you would need to react on.
I'll hit that one then. This is the info.
Yep, and so that's going to be that's going to be an intelligence saving throw from them. Thankfully, they are thralls, so they are very... they're not exactly smart. 3, that's a failure, so I believe that's 2d6 damage.
It is.
All right, what does this look like as you fire a Mind Sliver into that mindless thrall?
I guess, like, he'll make, like, the head explode, maybe? Is it possible with psychic powers?
I would say that with a strong enough psychic blow, it basically is prominent enough that the head combusts, yes. So, Valvari, as you are noticing this mindless thrall is beginning to, like, go full steam ahead in your direction, and you are unable to move. You're your blood pressure is rising intensively because you realize that you're about to be struck by this creature. But then suddenly, as this thing is running towards you, its head explodes in a gory mess. And, for all intents and purposes, it is out of the battle and defeated. So that would be your reaction. And then, Winveer, you had a reaction of an attack.
Yeah, it was the same thing, but it was with Vicious Mockery.
All right, so for Vicious Mockery, that is a saving throw, wisdom saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
And that would have been the second individual, which would have been this one. So
Yep.
I'm going to do...
Let me cast it.
Wisdom saving throw is 16.
It succeeds.
Okay, so that means no damage, correct?
Yep.
All right. Excellent. So we are back proper to the top of the order.
All right. Well, Orgoff will move a bit with his apprentice. And do I see the eye?
The eye, yes, it is hovering over the arms of Hadar. The Hunger of Hadar is still being cast by Bala, but Bala is hovering in midair, eyes wide open and looking about like, help me? So it's up to you how you want to play this.
Orgoff will just go, holy shit! The genie guy is floating, and there's a weird eye looking at me. And then I assume I can cast a spell or something, right?
Which spell are you hoping to cast?
That would be Chromatic Orb.
Chromatic Orb, I do believe that's going to be within range. So
Yep.
if you wish to
90 feet.
cast Chromatic Orb, please do so.
All right.
All right.
16.
That is a 16, and that is absolutely going to hit. What element are you using, by the way? It's lightning damage.
Lightning, yeah.
Excellent. So you fire a voluminous bolt of lightning at this, or an orb of lightning. Basically like a shimmering sphere with arcs of electricity around it. And it fires through and strikes the Mind Witness. And you see its tendrils begin to wriggle in pain. And in response to that, you hear...
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah.
As a
right
chill.
back at ya.
crawls down your spine. All right. Is that going to be your turn?
Yep.
All right. In which case, we're going to move it forward, and we're going to go back to the Quaggoths. That is to say, these creatures. You notice that, of course, one, some shifting around has taken place. You notice that one had moved away previously. That individual, of course, is going to step forward, is going to look about. Actually, no, they're not going to step forward. They're going to step back, but you're going to see just barely the somatic gestures of a spell being cast. And I need to roll this +4. And you, of course, with keen eyes, notice that some of its wounds begin to heal over. 2 more of these Quaggoths, these large creatures that seem to hail from some place far beyond the surface of this world, have barreled forward in response to hearing commotions of battle. And one of them in particular is going to cast a spell. It is going to double its size. As I'm going to make the token twice its size.
Oh, come on.
Scale is now something like that. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, brilliant.
As it does so, it's actually going to move over this way and is going to grab this thrall and is going to chuck it. And so I'm going to just generally roll a quote-unquote attack to just see how accurate his throw is. That's pretty damn accurate. God. So the mindless thrall is going to get thrown all the way over here, right next to Orgoth. That's going to be that one's turn. The other Quaggoth is going to follow suit and do very much the same thing and double in size as I increase its token size. It's going to move over to this thrall and is going to do very much the same. Pretty damn accurate. Okay. And they're going to throw this thrall all the way over here. And that is going to make for their quote-unquote attacks. And this one is going to move down into this space, and this one is going to move forward and jump down with a bit of a rumble as it does. Yeah, right about there. And that is going to make for their turn. Moving onward.
Did we hurt you, or did we do something to offend you in the last?
Yes. I have a plan now.
Offend me? These creatures have been there the entire time. What are you talking about? I did not add them. I didn't do anything as the DM to add extra creatures. I alluded to the fact that there were extra creatures back there.
Right.
So, I mean, take that with some, relative certainty. So I'm going to remove Bala from the initiative. I think in this particular circumstance, Bala is actually not being, their concentration isn't being contested. So I'm going to clear the initiative, and the next person up is going to be Winveer Pendragon.
All right, I have an idea.
Okay.
I look over at Orgoth for a second and just goes, Orgoth, I have an idea. Cover me. As I am going to do is,
be careful how you move, because that is leaving an attack of opportunity space. So
exactly.
I assume that you are not doing that, and that you are just moving. You're
25,
moving around.
Perfect. I have sight. All right. I pull out my trusty lyre. As you hear, just a little fiery tune going on, do 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 do, and boom, ball of fire on all of them.
Ball of fire on who?
Ball of fire on both. Pull it up here for you. Yep. Wall of fire. You create a wall of fire in a solid surface within range. You can make the wall up to 60 feet long, 20 feet high, and 1 foot thick.
That sounds like a challenge. Sounds like you were challenging the map. Could you draw out really quick where you want that wall of fire to be placed?
Check.
I believe you should be able to do so with your...
Oh, yeah. Wall of fire. Let's see here. Where's my tool? My tool. Let's... I was gonna place the wall of fire like...
I believe if you cast Wall of Fire, it will give you a way of putting it. However, I do believe, and I do sincerely apologize for this, my foundry is crashing, so I'm going to reopen it here, and I'm going to need everybody to refresh, so I apologize for that.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, it's because I'm casting on top of them. They're gonna need to make dex saving throws.
And it's going to be dexterity saving throws, you said?
Correct.
All right.
Let me just cast the spell first as they load back in. Sorry, everybody, for technical Oh, I have 1 sec. I have to post it now in session chat. I have the perfect GIF, the perfect video for this. There you go.
I mean, I won't be able to watch the video, but you could very well. At this point, you should be able. Yeah, you should be able to, once you get back in and cast that spell. It should give you the ability to kind of draw out where that wall is, so that it creates an effect. So I know exactly where it's located.
I want to load back in for me. Why you do this to me so?
Jesus fucking Christ.
Look, I told you I had a plan.
It's a good plan. It's a good plan.
Yeah, plan too, because all right, so let's see here. I'm trying to remember.
I'm just more talking about the situation than you.
All right, give me a second, because the spell says that it is 60 feet long and 20 feet high.
60 feet long, 20 feet high.
I can find the drawing tool.
If you actually go into your character sheet and cast the spell, it will let you draw it out.
All right, give me a second. I don't hear music. You can see me. I'm still in there, right?
You are not in my line of sight, so I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Oh no, I'm talking about in Foundry.
Ah.
Let me just check. All right, here we go. Fire. How do I like switch it up? Like put it on diagonal.
How do you make it diagonal?
In a sense, yeah.
Usually it lets you, I mean...
Just show you to scroll the mouse wheel. That's
here.
what I've done.
Let me see if...
1 sec.
Yeah, let me see if I can place it effectively.
I was gonna place it like... all along here in like a nice small diagonal-ish. With the large Quaggoth, the Mind Witness, and three of the Thralls as well.
Something like that?
A little bit more to the right, and a little bit down.
A little bit more
Making
to the
those 4
right.
rather than those 3.
Okay.
All right, yeah, that's good enough.
So the remember that when you cast something like this, it definitively chooses blocks to do so. So
Yeah, that's good. I'll take it.
So that means this one would get hit, this one would get hit, and this one would get hit, and oh yeah, that would actually encompass that too. So all 4, and that's a dex saving throw from all of them.
Correct.
All right. Dexterity saving throw. That is, the mindless thrall gets a 0. What is the damage? You may as well roll the damage so that I know what to expect.
Oh, come on.
27 for anyone that fails. Okay, so then we have a dexterity saving throw.
And 18 for anybody that succeeds.
That's going to be a 12, so that's a failure. And then we have another dex saving throw. I believe that may be a success.
That's a success.
Okay. And then one more dex saving throw.
That's also a success.
That's also a success, okay. But half on a success. Creating a wall of fire on a solid surface within range. You can make the wall 60 feet, 20 feet high, 1 foot thick. When the wall appears, each creature with its area dexterity saving throw 5d8 fire damage, or half as much. So, that means the mindless thrall is out of here.
Oh, thank fuck.
Let me think here. What is half of 27? Let's say 26 is 13. So that's going to be that much damage for that person. This individual succeeded, so that's going to be that much damage. But the Mind Witness did fail, so they are going to take the full 27 damage, which is going to equate to, I do believe that's going to be that much. And then, on one side of the wall selected by you when you cast this spell, it deals 5d8 damage to each creature that ends its turn within 10 feet of that side or inside the wall. A creature takes the same damage when it enters the wall for the first time on a turn, or it enters its turn there. What side are you?
This side is fire.
The side facing you is fire.
Yeah, where I put the little thing, where it's facing the monsters. So is that the monsters have to walk through and they catch fire.
Understood. Got it. So, in which case... Oh, I gotta remove that creature. Okay, cool. That is the damage that you do. As this wall of flame begins to rise up in these flickering arcs of an inferno, burning both of the enlarged Quaggoth and the Mind Witness. And again, you hear screeches behind a sound of...
Charming.
As you lower the lyre and you realize that you have laid down your first official strike with the magic of the lyre. Was there anything else you wanted to do on this turn?
Yes. Because I have the lyre. Bardic inspiration for our new associate over here.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Kelleros, this mysterious individual has provided you bardic inspiration. And then, is that gonna end your turn?
That will, that will end my turn.
Okay. Moving it to the next individual, Val. I'm going to need you to roll a saving throw. And I do believe when we last talked about the raise, that's going to be a Constitution saving throw. At the end of your turn, I believe it was. Addition. You're
jack shit I can do, but trying to get out.
You're stunned presently. Yeah, you can't do anything.
Yeah.
So you have to just do the saving throw. Constitution. Oh my goodness.
Fuck me.
You are still
in the
stunned.
ass. Jesus fucking
Oh, you have
Christ.
inspiration though.
Oh, you mean like DM is inspiration?
Oh, Max gave her player inspiration.
Oh, well, I did miss that. You do have an inspiration, so you can re-roll.
Yes, thank you, please. Thank you so much.
Ooh.
All right. You shake your head and you realize that you've wasted about 6 to 10 seconds worth of time
Max, you're my god and
being
savior. Thank you
dazed.
so fucking much.
Yes. However, you are no longer stunned, but that was your turn, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's actually.
All right, moving onward. Kalaros, you are feeling very sluggish. You can only perform an action or a bonus action this turn. Thankfully, there is something right next to you you can hit if you wish to. However, you do have other options. Just not many that you can do with one simple with one simple action.
In that case, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna give Orgo help action, pointing at him, saying, Red One, just hit wherever you can, giving him advantage on attack roll.
All right. Send them to Morgus. I got it.
Visibly
All
rolls
right.
his eyes.
So, describe narratively, how does this help action is basically giving encouragement to Orgoth?
Gonna you blew my cover. I was gonna peacefully leave. You owe me now. Just deal with it.
So question here. So the help action is you can aid to gain advantage on an ability check. Alternatively, you can aid a friendly creature in attacking a creature within 5 feet of you.
Mastermind feature, Matt. Remember?
I do remember. Oh my goodness, that is. You see, it's been a while since I had you in. I had you in a campaign, my friend. So
Indeed.
So absolutely, that is something that you can provide as a mastermind. All right, so you're going to provide aid to Orgoth. And I believe that's going to be your turn.
And the saving throw?
And the saving throw. So to recap with that slow, I believe that is a dexterity saving throw.
Yes.
Nicely done.
You give yourself a really quick stretch and you feel like you've thrown off whatever sluggish energy encapsulated your body. However, you are in a precise moment where the enemies are beginning to take their turn in their actions. The mindless thrall next to you, while you have noticed over these past days that these mindless thralls don't stand up to a whole lot, you know that they are quite strong. And so, this mindless thrall is going to try to slam you in the chest. 17. Does a 17 hit? If I recall your AC,
Yep.
that is going to hit, my friend.
It will.
So, therefore, that attack. Sorry, I ended up rolling attack roll twice. Didn't mean that. That is a 2d8 plus 4 bludgeoning, so that's 14 damage.
Yeah. That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
This mindless thrall lands in front of Orgoth, but of course Winvir does make his appearance, and so he has a choice. High is Winvir, low is Orgoth. That is going to be Orgoth as the target, as it lays its own slam attack upon Orgoth. 17 is the attack. You have an armor class of 19, so that is not going to hit.
Yep, thanks to blood singing.
Thanks to blood singing. We have other of these thralls that are going to move and attempt to take their actions. So one is going to do 1-2 as it crawls up, and then 3-4, and this one is going to try to slam across the midsection, that is to say, below the chest, above the waist, slam the midsection of Valvari. That is going to be a 10, so that is going to be a miss. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as another one rushes forward and begins its own slam. That's going to be a 26, not a crit, but that is a hit.
I can do uncanny dodge, right?
Uncanny.
Because I'm not stunned anymore.
You're correct. You are not stunned anymore. So I believe your uncanny dodge is use your reaction to half the attack. So that is half of 18. So that's 9 damage to you.
Okay.
And then of course we have this intellect devourer, which is going to move 1, 2, 3, and it is going to point its attention at Kelros and is going to do a devour intellect. Please, Kelros, do an intelligence saving throw.
Don't forget, you have bardic inspiration.
I'm gonna add the bardic inspiration.
Okay.
D8.
I was about to ask. Do you feel good about that 12?
That's the D8, right?
Yeah, it's a D8, so roll a D8 with it.
Oh.
Excellent.
That's a 20.
That is a 20. You succeed against it. So you do not must succeed. You are not dealt the psychic damage, and you are not affected by the attempts to devour intellect. This other intellect devourer is going to do 1.
Oh, 1 second.
2. What's
Because
that?
I crossed it.
Oh,
Need to take it.
Hold on a moment.
5d8, baby!
Hold on. I wasn't thinking. Rationally, the creature in the world wouldn't be making dumb decisions like that. So they're going to instead go 1, 2, and they're going to crawl up 3, 4, 5, and I guess they're just going to stay there because there's nothing that they can do. They don't have a... by the way, you did mention facing you, so it's not 10 feet on that side, it's 10 feet on your side.
Oh, I said it was 10 feet facing the monsters.
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay, so it can move 1 more movement. And that's going to be more than 10 feet, since you've clarified. And then we have a mindless thrall. The mindless thralls are idiots. So this mindless thrall is going to rush forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then that's an automatic 2d8, I believe, or however much it was for the wall of fire.
Automatic 5d8.
5d8. I don't presume. Oh, this thing's dead. I don't even need to roll for it, but let's just see how much overkill it is. All right. This mindless thrall is just an idiot and runs right into the fire and disintegrates. This mindless thrall also is going to run into the fire and disintegrate. They are just not smart. They're not making clever decisions. Now, this mind witness is going to begin floating in the air up above the wall. Is going to move in this direction. And upon reaching, they are going to do a multi-attack on Bala. Yeah, that's the thing that they would rationally do, isn't it? They're going to do a multi-attack. That's going to be 1 tentacle attack and 1 bite attack. All right. Target is larger, smaller. It's grappled. Escape DC. That is a tentacle attack. That would succeed. It is automatically grappled. And Bala is dealt 14 damage, and Bala will need to do a concentration check. I wish there was an easy button for concentration checks.
Isn't it supposed to be a con save?
+1. Oh, they're gonna make it anyways. So their concentration is not stopped. However, they are grappled. And they are gonna need to make an intelligence saving throw, which they succeed. However, it's gonna be followed up with a bite. And I do believe in a grappled situation, with how this works with the Mind Witness, that's going to be an advantage, and that will succeed. That's going to be 23, so that was a total damage of 14 and 20.
37.
37. This one. But that's an individual attack. Half of that. Oh, yeah. Still concentrating, but barely alive. Your friend Bala is having some trouble. So, hopefully, somebody can save Bala. But am I going to kill Bala when Bala is not here?
Actually,
Very fucking rude.
Oh, never mind. Wait. Never mind. All right.
All right, we're back at the top of the order, and that is going to be Orgoth's turn.
All right. Well,
all right,
now
we
I have
a-
advantage to my attack, so...
Before we continue, though, we have two gifted rolls from Sensei Suplex, one to Valvari and one to Keleros. So both of you take note that you can add a 1d4 to a roll of your choice.
Sweet.
Yay.
And make sure to say thank you to Sensei.
Thank you, Sensei. I'm gonna need it. I'm not rolling anything above a fucking 14 at this point.
All right. Orgoth, it is up to you. It's your turn.
Advantage, don't let me down. Nope.
So you take up your +1 sword, and you're going to try to strike down this thrall.
Yep.
All right, roll your attack. 18 will definitely hit. 6. As I mentioned before, as you've been engaging in this battle, you realize that these mindless thralls do not have barely any constitution to their name, although they strike pretty hard when they're able to. However, with even just 6 damage, please tell me what this looks like.
He'll slash the creature, like vertical slash.
So like top to down or bottom to up?
Bottom up.
All right, as you come in with your slash, with your Dragon Slayer Scimitar +1, it cuts up from the bottom of its gut to its neck, and you see its body gape open as your blade cuts through bone and innards, and the interior of this mindless thrall spills out onto the ground as it collapses upon the floor, dead.
All right, and I have an extra attack. Can I see the brain from here? Like, is he 60 feet from me?
Let's see. That is 60 feet from you.
All right. My other attack will be frostbite.
All right. Lay down a frostbite.
I believe there's a saving throw to that. Yeah, Constitution of 15.
Constitution saving throw. That is a failure.
Womp.
4 damage to the
That is
brain.
4 damage total. Excellent.
And that'll be it for my turn.
All right, and so we move forward. And then once again, it is the turn of the Quaggoths. Now, this is a strange situation for them to be in. This Quaggoth is going to hurry up. Oh yeah, you mentioned it was facing the monsters. So actually, this one is going to have to move forward then. And the closest creature that they're going to be able to move toward, and actually at their large size, extra large size, they are actually going to have the selection of more than one creature to hit. So high will be Valvari and low will be Kelros. That is Valvari.
Great.
And they're going to come in with 2 claw attacks. The first one is a 12, which I presume misses.
Uh-huh.
The second one is a 13, which I presume misses.
Yep. Not by much, but yep.
All right. You see that the enlarged version of this Quaggoth begin clawing relentlessly up the cliff where you're standing on, just barely clawing at the ground just below your feet, and you're able to just sort of footwork your way away from their attacks. The other Quaggoth, so they're on that side, and they are within 10 feet, aren't they? So no matter what, they're gonna need to take the blow of 5d8, regardless of where they move. That's gonna be 22 damage. As the fur of their body begins lighting a flame, and they end up screaming out with a guttural tone. However, since they've been embraced in fire, they have a choice to make. Either they barrel forward or they step back. High, they barrel forward. Low, they step back. They're going to step back. And this one is instead going to crawl up and away from where the flame is coming from. And they're going to look at their options. And you're going to see them reduce in size back to their original size as they decide to halt their enlargement ability and switch it out. Let's see. I must draw the distance here. Let's see. Not circle. We want a line. 5. Ooh. Just barely getting either one of you, so they have a choice. Based upon the same results. They're gonna see Kelros, actually. Hey Kelros, do me a favor if you could.
Yeah.
I do believe you should roll a Constitution saving throw, as they are going to cast Heat Metal.
Heat metal.
Heat Metal. You are wearing at least some kind of metal.
Yeah, I am.
Oh no!
Oh yeah!
Oh damn.
So you're gonna take 2d8 fire damage. That is gonna be a total of 8.
Yeah, that's okay.
You are still And this is going to be upon, I believe your armor is metal. That is to say, you are still wearing your studded leather, and the studs are hot, are burning into through your undercloth and into your flesh. So that is what they're going to do. And then, of course, we have a third Quaggoth. And that third Quaggoth is finally going to make its decision to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then they are going to do 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They're just going to move in, that far. And that's going to be their turn. Now, one thing I did realize, I need this Quaggoth to do a Constitution saving throw for something. Nope.
Same as me.
They, and of course, I understand that there may be some disagreements in the order I'm doing some of these rolls. However, I'm going to roll with it. Ha 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 ha. And they're going to reduce back in size, as they can no longer maintain concentration over the fact that they have been covered in flame. While they're able to put the flame out, they are still close to each of you. So, it would be Bala's turn typically. However, we're gonna move it forward, and we're gonna see what Windveer is up to.
All right. Okay, so I'm gonna cancel concentration on the spell. So if I remember correctly, that's just a free action.
Yep.
Still have my lyre out. Bonus action, playing a nice soothing melody for my associate over there as I cast a third level healing word.
Is it third level healing word?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So in which case, please roll to see how much has been healed. Total
10.
10.
Wow, that was
3d4 plus 4. Comes out as 10. All right, excellent. So you provide essential healing. Oh, max healing because invocation. Invocation. So that'd be 4, 4, 4, and 4. So that'd be 16.
ooh. There you go, Bala.
Excellent.
All right. With that, I am going to do then is should be believe I'm good enough. I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery on the Mind Witness.
All right. Go ahead and cast if you dare.
All right. The Wisdom.
Wisdom. Saving throw. That
Yeah,
is
they
a
succeed.
success.
And with it, I yell out, aim for the big one. The rest will fall.
Okay.
And that will be the end of my turn.
All right. In which case, that is going to be the end of your turn, and we're going to move it forward to Val. You are no longer stunned, but you are facing down two ugly thralls.
Okay, I'm going to take cunning action to disengage.
Okay.
And immediately just buckets the column. I just jumped down and tried to scramble back up it again.
You're going to scramble back up the column that you were...
I'm guessing how well can they climb?
I mean... You've seen them sort of climb up the 10-foot walls. You notice that they have big bulging fists, but you could definitely tell that they have a mean grip when it comes to those walls.
Oh shit, then I won't bother doing that then. I don't want to go too far back because they might... I don't want to take them to the fucking kid. Okay, I'll go to about. Yeah.
Draco Robshaw is sitting there like, hey Orgoth, am I okay over here?
Run! Oh my goodness! Fucking get out of it! Run!
Yeah. Do what she says. Go to my left.
All right. So Val,
I'm
you
gonna
have
shoot
moved
this
your
one.
position, and you're gonna fire at that one
Yeah. I'll go to here so I still have range on things.
with
Actually.
your pistol, I believe.
Yes,
Is that
because
correct?
I'm too close at this point.
Yep.
Actually, how far would I have to be from it? I wouldn't be able to make it out of range anyway. Yeah, with the pistol.
All right. Go ahead
Okay.
and fire your pistol.
Pistol. The fuck's my pistol? Is that fire? Oh, there we go.
Attack
I
roll
am
is a
bold
7.
like horseshit.
This thing flies right near the head of the individual that you have aimed
Could
at.
I
However,
add the? How close am I? Do you think? Would I know by this point
If
what
you-
their like AC
now-
is at this point?
if you want, I mean, you could roll add that 1d4 roll if you.
Yeah, that's what I'm
wanted to.
thinking. If I'm within like a 2 or like of hitting it, then yeah, I'll try for that. But
I mean, that was the DM roleplay flavor I added to it. You can insight to that whatever you wish.
could I? Yeah, from what I've been seeing of how easily they go down, or how people from what I've hit them as well. Can I try to insight check or perceive to see like how low their AC is?
Nah.
Valid. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna back up again.
Okay. So you're gonna keep
That's all
the
I can really
1d4?
fucking do. Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, let's. I don't want to be able to use it for this, or when I have a higher roll, and then see if I miss. No, I'm gonna save the D4.
Okay.
I'll just add my 10 there because not really anything else I can do.
Okay. Gotcha. So that is gonna be your turn.
Actually, I might try to fucking hide if it will let me. It's gonna be a very high fucking thing, but
Yeah, if you wanna move over to where you figure a hiding spot is located, it's gonna be a disadvantage because you're in the midst of battle and you have targets on you. But
yeah, valid.
If you really knock it out of the park,
I
So,
might shit, but you never know. This might be good. Oh,
at disadvantage you got a 19.
yup.
Oh, hold on a
How's
sec.
that?
How does that work? Okay, so oh yeah, 10 plus 3 plus 6. You basically dart
Like a
into the
shadow in the
bushes.
night.
Like, do you just hide behind the bushes, or do you dart
I
into the
will
bushes?
dive into them if I fucking have to.
All right. I think the only way that you're going to be able to effectively get their scent, get your scent out of their path, is to dive into the bushes, into the middle of where all these flowers are, and you just start digging into the brush.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I'm gonna push you right there.
Yay!
All right. Is that gonna be your turn? All right. In which case, we're gonna move it forward, and it's gonna be Kelros's turn.
All right. I'm gonna use bonus action to disengage.
Okay. So you're gonna disengage, and you're gonna move over yonder. So just to let you know, so you moved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's as far as you can go because it would take. It's difficult terrain to climb up that.
Right. And now I'm gonna take something out of my bag. The adamantine arrow that I had for so fucking long.
that you purchased and then never
to use.
got to use.
And I am gonna shoot my bow at the floating massive eye. Yeah.
All right. So if I don't remember correctly, adamantine, rare metal, famed for its hardness. Trying to remember what adamantine does.
If I remember correctly, it was giving me +1 to the attack roll.
I believe that's what I sort of approved for that. Let me refresh my window because it seems to have blanked out. Yeah, no, I remember. That's what I had mentioned is gonna do. It's gonna give you +1. It's been so long, so I'm gonna make that determination. It's all right. Feel free to loose that arrow.
Well, 22 to hit.
22 to hit. That is going to be a hit. So feel free to roll your damage.
It's 7 damage.
That is
plus, I believe, a sneak attack because of Bala.
Well, Bala is right there, but Bala is grappled, so I'm wondering if that counts technically. I mean, yeah, its attention is on Bala.
No, how much was my sneak attack? God damn it.
I believe it's I believe that's still 3d6.
46.
46? Okay. All right, roll me 46.
19.
Okay. So, you were going to deal a total of 26 damage to it. And upon dealing that much damage, I'm not necessarily suggesting that this creature is defeated, but where are you loosing this arrow into?
Directly into his eye.
Directly into the eye. Excellent. And we will see what is going to happen upon the next turn. But I should ask you, are you going to do anything else this turn, or is that the end of your turn?
That's all I can do.
All right. In which case, there's an adamantine arrow sticking out of the eye of the Mind Witness. And in this particular moment, the Mind Witness, I do believe that Mind Witness is going to screech out once again with the sickly voice that it performs. Where'd my voice mod go? I can't do it without the voice mod. Hopefully. In response, though, screeching at the top of its lungs, all of its eyes, or all of its arms begin to flail. And it is, with its remaining eyes, going to do another set of eye rays. This time, it is going to choose from the fuller list of targets that it can see, including Orgoth and Winvir. There are a total of how many people? 1, 2, 3. Actually, yes. 1, 2, 3 individuals. So, in which case, each of you are going to get an eye ray.
Oh, God.
Uh-oh.
We have a 5, a 2, and a 3. Going from left to right. Winvir, please roll a Constitution saving throw. Orgoth,
Shit.
please roll a Wisdom saving throw. And left left to right means Kelros. So Kelros, roll a Constitution saving throw. Winveer, please roll a Wisdom saving throw. And Orgoth, please roll a Intelligence saving throw.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
All right, Kelros, you are going to succeed against the stunning ray that you had witnessed before. You are unaffected and you are not stunned. Winveer, as you are staring upon this thing and the way that it is wreathing in pain and screeching out, its ghastly, otherworldly form takes an impression upon your mind, and you feel frightened. You are frightened by it. However, that might not matter in just a moment, depending upon what happens in particular. Orgoth, you had rolled a 12 to your intelligence saving throw, and that is going to be a failure. So therefore, you are going to take a psychic ray as this creature fires a beam directly between your eyes, and you feel your thoughts becoming scrambled and torn apart for 37 damage.
Oh my fucking god.
Holy fucking shit.
Oh.
That was so many fucking dice.
And you are 1 hit point.
You.
Now, after the eye ray, it needs to make a decision. Its decision is twofold: retreat or keep feasting. It's gonna need to make an intelligence, or a wisdom saving throw.
We got healing potions, right?
I do have one.
Not
Oh,
by any.
and the beer as well.
That's gonna be below what's gonna be required for the DC. So it is going to begin moving down and lower. Well, this is tough actually because of its size. Oh, it can't escape. Because it's not going to end its turn in the Hunger of Hadar, and neither it's going to end its turn where the wall is located. So it's not going to escape. It is going to remain there. Or not going to try to escape, it's going to remain there. However, there are other creatures still apparent. One of them is going to be an Intellect Devourer, and it's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... and that is going to be 10 feet, 6. It's 10 feet from 2 individuals. So it has a choice of 2 individuals to choose from. High is Winveer, low is Orgoth. Low is Orgoth. You have 1 hit point, my friend. But do you have the mind to overcome an intellect devourment? Please roll another intelligence saving throw. You succeed, and your mind is not gobbled up after that unfortunate brain aneurysm you almost experienced. And then, of course, we have 2 of the thralls, and these thralls are going to move forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh god, Boy Wonder.
And
Boy Wonder's fine.
is going to do a... It's not going to pierce your perception, though. So they're clearly not going to find you. However, I hate to say it, but the closest individual is right there. But they're going to end their turn right there.
Crap.
So there's 1 more thrall. 1, 2, 3. And they have a decision to make. So Low is Kelros, mid is Windveer, high is Orgoth. That's Orgoth. You're gonna step over this way, and they're going to try to hit you, Orgoth. 13's not going to hit you. I do believe that is all of the thralls. And so, we're gonna move it forward to you, Orgoth. You have 1 hit point left, but you can also control Draco Robshaw. By the way, Draco Robshaw is a teenager, not a child. So I don't know if that changes people's opinion of Draco Robshaw being in the way of potential harm. But we'll just see how this goes.
He's got years, that means we can let him die.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily make it more okay, but it doesn't make it. It makes it slightly less worse.
Dude.
He can defeat them.
Well, Orgoth will shout to Draco to put the barrel down and prepare for a fight.
Well, the barrel is strapped to his back.
Fight's already there.
So you're telling if you ask him to do that, he's going to be undonning it. Is the thing.
Yeah, boy. And then he'll cast the chromatic orb to the eye. At 3rd level.
You're gonna have to tell his father his son's dead.
All right, so do your chromatic orb. Jeepers. There's going to be 26. If you could deal more than 5 hit points worth of damage, you're going to take one out. Yep, okay. So what does this look like?
Straight to the eye. The lightning damage straight to the eye, or the arrow section.
What are you targeting?
I was targeting the big guy.
Oh, you're targeting the big guy, not the guys on your child hireling. I'm sorry, teenager hireling.
He's preteen.
By teenager, do you mean like 13, like his first year?
Probably.
Of being a teen?
Yes, 13. And so that is going to hit. So you're going to strike directly at the eye. The chromatic orb of lightning is going to strike the eye, and for a moment, its mass almost replaces where the eye socket is located. And for the sake of cinematic enjoyment, you are basically going to see the electricity shoot out and cover all of the tendrils of the Mind Witness, and the eyes are all going to pop one after the other, followed by the eye in the center, which explodes out in sort of in a 2-meter just gush of ichor, and the thing begins falling to the ground, holding Bala with it, and you hear Bala yell out as both of them disappear into the hole.
Oh, God.
He'll be fine.
You didn't care too much about that one, right?
I don't think he did.
Okay.
And of course, Bala having left the scene, that does mean that his Hunger of Hadar goes away. But that is how Bala makes his exit from this scene.
Then my extra attack, I'll attack the troll with my sword.
All right, so go ahead and make your attack against the one that is adjacent to you. That is going to be a hit. Can you deal more than 5 damage? All right, you deal 5 damage exactly. What's this look like?
Just a lazy mid slash.
Lazy mid slash as its entrails pour out and it falls to its knees and groans and dies. And that is going to be your turn, I believe.
Yep.
All right. Now it is the Quaggoth's turn. You still have an enemy. The Quaggoth is going to sniff the air, trying to determine where its previous mark had retreated to in a perception check. Now, I'm pretty sure it doesn't have a feature particularly. However, yeah, It's still gonna sniff the air. You never know if it succeeds. It does not succeed. It does not know where Valari is located. So instead, it's gonna go towards the closest location of potential assault. It's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kelros is the closest. 6. As it gets, it's gonna lay down 2 claw attacks. Actually, it's still. It could do that. It can attack while holding a concentration. It's still doing its concentration of heat metal, so that's you'll have to deal with that your next turn. But anyways, it's gonna lay down 2 claw attacks. One is a 21, and the other is an 18.
I am gonna evade that.
That is to say, you're gonna do your
Uncanny. I forgot how it was called. There we go.
So you're gonna take half from the first one or the second one?
From the first one.
First one. Okay. All right. That's gonna be half of 5, which is gonna round down the 2. The second claw damage. It's making me roll again. Don't look at the roll. The second claw attack is going to be 7, so it's 2 and 7.
I chose wrong.
It's 9 damage total, and its heat metal is still active. And then, of course, we have 2 more. Oh no, the heat metal came from this one. I forgot. But you moved out of range, so I think that actually stops. Yeah. So you're no longer metal heated.
Yes.
Okay. But that one has
yeah.
its action free-ish. It is a thrall, but it is not an idiot. No, it is an idiot. But it is going to make an intelligence check if it manages to roll well. Okay. Nope, doesn't roll well. So it's really just going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. So it's just going to move up there. Trying its best to get around that wall of flame. How long does the wall of flame last, Winveer?
If I remember correctly, it lasts for a minute.
Okay, so we're still within the range. And then you have one more of these Quaggoths. This one in particular is going to reignite its enlargement. And I will make it large in just a moment, but it is going to move and it's going to climb up. It's going to be in its large form right on you, Kelleros.
Fun.
Deals an extra 1d4 damage for each time it succeeds an attack. 13, that's not going to hit.
No.
And it's going
That's
to
not gonna hit.
crit. Miss.
Good.
However, you have a very large friend right next to you. That large.
Oh my god.
Fun. I've seen worse.
All right. Bala is out of combat.
You try and tempt the fate.
It moves over to Winveer. Winveer, there are the Quaggoths. There is one Mind Flayer. I'm sorry, not Mind Flayer. Intellect Devourer and 2 Mindless Thralls. And the Mindless Thralls are on... Oh, also, Orgoth, what did you say you did with Draco?
Pretty much take the barrel out, or unbuckle it.
Okay, so undon the barrel. So I believe that's half movement. Are you gonna have him do anything else?
Well, he'll attack once he's free.
That would have been on your turn.
Oh, I didn't know he could attack.
So let's
on my turn.
let's go back to your turn and let's What do you want to do with Draco in terms of an attack?
He'll use his Graven Edge.
All right. In which case,
I believe I can roll him.
yeah, absolutely. So click on Draco and then roll that attack. That is going to be a failure, unfortunately.
Jesus.
Oh no.
No.
That sounds about right.
I
Anyways,
believe Warrior had something to attack again. Was the action surge?
let's see. Level 2 fighter, not level 3 fighter. It does. Remember though, Draco Robsha is a magic initiate, so does have shield.
He'll be fine.
We'll be
This
fine.
kid is gonna die.
Not what I'm
He'll
hearing.
be fine. He'll be fine.
Winveer, now it's your turn. Let's
All
settle
right.
Winveer now.
So, all right. I'm gonna have to play nice. Nice with I'm gonna do as a free action. Stop the wall of fire,
Mm-hmm.
and I am going to use my say smart. Yeah, I'm gonna use my I'm gonna move over to my bro over here, and I'm gonna pluck a little tune and cast 3rd level Cure Wounds on you.
Oh. You do care.
You care? He's an OG.
All right, 3rd level Cure Wounds. 11.
Oh my god.
Oh,
It's not the worst, but you know.
Making bad rolls. But anywho, yeah. He's doing for that, and just to be kind, I am going to do is play an inspirational tune and give Val Bardic Inspiration.
Oh, thank you. Would you ever be able to see me?
But actually, no, would I?
Or would I just have to be able to hear him?
I think in this case, you'd need to be able to hear him. Basically, the tune that he is playing is just serenading you by name, so it's like, oh, that's for me. You know.
Yeah. Okay. Like, wherever you are, please be inspired.
And that will be the end of my turn.
All right, excellent. In which case, that is going to move forward to Val. You are in.
Ow. Yeah, I'm in a bush. Well, in a bush.
You're in a bush, but you are hidden. You will realize that you are right next to enemies.
How in trouble is this kid?
Well, okay, so there's these big, very, I'll explain as I restart Foundry again, so I apologize for that. Y'all are going to have to restart Foundry as well.
Great.
But this kid is very enthusiastic about the prospect of being in a battle, and has their teeth gritted and is swinging their sword away, trying to recall the training that Orgoth had provided him, but he's faltering. In the heat of battle, being right next to assailants, he is sort of forgetting some of his discipline and is swinging.
So if it looks like a kid and acts like a kid, it turns out it's a fucking kid and it's actually, shitting himself in the middle of battle?
Yeah, sort of.
He'll be fine.
Okay, so better question. How much do we care about the kid? That's hard.
Orgoth cares. It's his apprentice.
Okay. In that case, then, Val muttering under her, like, God fucking damn it, this kid's gonna be the death of me, is going to jump out of crawl through the bush a bit to get behind this guy. and then try to literally jump out, grapple this one in front of her.
Mm-hmm.
Like snake, like acrobatic style, like, Black Widow style, like grab them from behind.
Right.
Headlock, and then one arm over the shoulder of the other one, using it basically as support, shoot the other one here.
Gotcha.
Or is that not a thing where it's like grapple is the action and I can't shoot?
That's rough because the shoot that's a ranged attack, and if you're doing it like when you're 5 feet
Point
from
blank.
somebody, that's
Yeah.
gonna be a disadvantage. However,
Okay,
you do have a dagger. I don't like you can tempt fate and try to do a
Can
grapple
I just throw the
on
dagger
it.
at him?
Yeah, I mean,
Or was that range as well?
you can take the dagger and you could just stab him. He's standing right there.
I kind of wanted to grab this one to make sure he wouldn't attack the kid, and then try to get this one out of the way. Was my idea. You know what I mean? You see what I'm going for here?
So you're trying to do a grapple
On the one in front of me.
on the one in front
like
of
from
you.
behind, just to make sure you can't move it to grab the kid
Mm-hmm.
or attack the kid,
And then
and then over like the whole thing of like headlock style, where like your one arm's free while the other one's in a headlock. Shoot the one or throw a dagger at the one in front.
I see. You want to throw the dagger at this one.
Yes.
Oh, well then you can
Whichever one's
fire
better.
with your pistol at that one. I thought you were just talking about the one right next to you.
No. I wanted to be on the back of this one, basically headlocking him to make sure he can't grapple him so he can't move.
Okay.
To basically make sure this one doesn't attack the kid, and then shoot this one here.
Sure. In which case, while this thing is dumb as doornails, however, your passive insight, which is this is not the worst.
Mhm.
This thing is pretty brutish in its like stature. You could tempt fate with a grapple, but it seems to be like it may be quite strong. The decision is yours.
Would this be strength or dexterity? If I'm like wrangling in that kind of like spidery way rather than full on strength, muscle against muscle kind of way, you know?
Well, when it comes to grappling, when you make a melee attack, you of course attempt a grapple, and I do believe that grapple is a strength check in particular. Athletics would be, or the dexterity would be used to try to escape it.
Okay.
So it would be strength based.
My idea is really just be like a backpack on this guy, you know? Fuck me running. Okay. So it would be strength based then to try and grapple him.
Correct.
Yeah, okay. Bitch. Okay, then yeah, I'm just gonna try taking one of them out and just try to jump on him and stab him right in the neck.
All right, go ahead and stab in the neck.
It's just 1d4 to be stabbed? Jesus.
I believe. Do daggers have finesse?
Yes.
I mean, if daggers
what I
have
mean?
finesse, so you can use your dex as an increase. So, is the roll not working?
Yeah, one sec. It's all
I did.
glitching out a little bit.
I did have to remember. I did have to restart Foundry.
Ah, that's why. Okay.
I only need to restart Foundry in cases where my my computer is not
Oh, I don't
managing
saw
its
that
memory
sneak attack
pretty well,
damage.
and that's
Forgot
usually when
about
I leave my computer on, and I forgot to restart my computer before starting the game. So that's my problem. That is my fault.
Would it be any advantage because I'm hidden, so he doesn't even know I'm behind him?
It would, because it's a sneak attack. Absolutely.
That is a 20 to hit.
There you go. So, I mean, you're also going to get a sneak attack damage on this as well.
I forgot about that.
Absolutely.
Okay, and plus then.
All right, roll
6.
overkill because 5 is going to be enough for you to basically kill this thing.
Well, let's add the thing on then. Fuck it.
All right.
His AC was not AC. His health point was a 5. Damn. I think it could take him out. And like I said, I'll just jump on this one, stab him in the neck, and I just yell again, stab him already.
All right. So like a finely tuned assassin, you just rise from your hiding space, and you come in with your dagger. And where are you stabbing with the dagger?
Literally just right in the jugular, in the side of the neck, and just going think. Where basically the head is hanging on by nothing.
Excellent. So it's like coming up from behind and slitting the throat, or is it like tapping its shoulder and then stabbing it when it turns around?
It's too dumb to get any pleasure out of tapping the shoulder and then doing it. So it is more full on, just from behind to the point where the head is just literally falling off like a hinge.
All right. So you take your dagger and you cut deep, and you realize the flesh of this thing is just doesn't have any really constitution to it, and you cut right through, and the head begins like bopping to the side, and it adds up just staggering as it tries to gain balance, but it just can't. And it's squirming on the ground trying to stand up, and then finally it loses enough ichor that it dies. And that is going to be your attack with the dagger. I don't know if there's anything else you want to attempt.
No, I don't think I have any bonuses like that.
All right.
That's for shits and gigs. I will yell at the kid, stab him already, and then duck down and try to hide again.
All right. You can duck down and try to hide again.
I'll do a disadvantage.
All right. Yeah, because you would be doing it at a disadvantage. So go ahead and do that stealth check again.
That's a 10. I don't give a shit. It was funny. That's 2 now.
It's double ones.
Double ones. Holy.
That would have been so
Take a
funny.
picture of that shit. Clip that shit.
Oh my goodness. That. Okay. Well. So.
It's not so much as a duck and more
What is
just
this gonna
her
look like? This is gonna look like
ready
you basically you stumble. You came up swiftly with the dagger and you killed that mindless thrall, and you tell the thing to stab the other thrall already, but you literally stumble and yelp and fall into the bushes, and the bushes are just shaking about as you're trying to gain balance again, and you're giving yourself away terribly because you're like, oh, oof. And you're basically being tangled up in flowers and vines and stuff inside of the bush. Not vines. They're no, you know what I'm saying. You're getting tangled up in the bush.
That Pin's vows, wanting to be so cool, but ending up just being dweeb.
All right. Also, it is important to note as a DM, all of you see this to make it feel even worse. All right. I believe it's Kelleros's turn.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna attack the big one with my short sword.
All right. You're deciding to attack. So go.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack the big. No, actually, no. Scrap that. No, I'm not attacking. I am disengaging.
All right. So you disengage.
Yep.
Where are you gonna move to?
Into the bushes, and I'm gonna attempt to hide.
Okay, so now you're gonna attempt to hide.
Yep.
All right. Disadvantage. Roll stealth check.
19.
All right. So you jump into the bushes now, and you are
Oh, that's how it's done.
you're keeping very quiet.
Yeah,
You
that's how
believe
it's
you're
done.
sneaky. All right. In which case, we're gonna move it onward. I believe the only two mobs in this group are the one intellect devourer, the one mindless thrall, and then there is an intellect devourer all the way up here. But beyond the wall, you don't see it. It's no longer there to your knowledge. However, this one, surrounded by potential targets, gets to make a decision. High is Windveer. Low is Orgoth. Oh, Orgoth. Orgoth.
Every time.
But it attempted to do a Devour Intellect on you, did not succeed. So it is instead going to move forward into this space and is going to multi-attack. Well, it's going to Devour Intellect, but it's going to Claw first. Well, that was a 24.
Holy shit.
Oh no.
I do believe
Oh, fuck.
that is critical
He actually
damage.
might be down.
13?
Yep, I'm down.
All right.
Fuck.
So you're down. And it is going to use its intellect devouring ability on you, Invir. Hey, roll an intelligence saving throw if you could.
All right.
Motherfucker.
I got it. Don't worry. Giving throw. Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh, wait, someone just cancelled the nat 20.
Did somebody just cancel the nat 20?
Master did.
Ooh, canceling the nat 20. Master's 8. Using up some of the higher end channel point options provided by this stream. That has been a
Oh,
canceled.
damn.
Canceled D20. So therefore, it's going to make a different attack roll. It is going to be an 18, and that is not going to hit, I don't believe.
Oh, I'm saved.
So you're saved. So give yourself give it back. Go ahead and give it back to you, which means it instead of targeting Windveer with its devouring,
Thank you, Master.
you're still standing, so therefore it would be targeting you instead. So please do an intelligence saving throw.
Oh no.
That is a 10.
Can I give that 1d4 for that?
You can. You can offer up the 1d4 if you wish.
Would you like that 1d4?
Yeah.
Do I roll it or does Orga roll it?
You would roll it because you're offering it up.
2.
2. That is going to hit the DC.
Oh.
Oh, whew. Thanks.
You hear you feel its consciousness prodding into your mind, but you shake your head and you are rejecting its attempt at entry.
All right, let's kill this bugger.
All right, and then of course, unfortunately, we do have one thrall in particular, who is hungry for a smash.
No reactions.
I do believe that slam ability was slam. I'm gonna go as far as I can before starting Foundry again because it's messing up for me. But I do believe when I was rolling the slam attack, it was a +7 to hit. That's going to be a 22. It's going to be 9 damage on Mr. Robshaw here. Now, that is not going to down Mr. Teenager Draco Robshaw. However, they have been bashed, and they appear to be standing there a little surprised at the attack. So they realized truly what the threat is before them. And that's all gonna be for this round. Orgoth, you have an intellect devourer next to you. There's a thrall, and then there are these two other creatures, these quaggoths.
All right, well, I'm gonna attack the intellect devourer with shocking grasp. A 17 hit, or is it a miss?
The 17 a hit. Your shocking grasp, the
intellect devourer.
The intellect devourer. That is going to be a hit, my friend. 14. What does this look like?
Ooh, like he'll be channeling with some anger at the brain, just ripping his hand, like putting his hand inside it, pretty much.
All right. So you're putting your hand onto the intellect devourer.
Yep.
And you are electrocuting it. As you see it wreathe and screech out mentally, you can hear in your mind it screeching as you make contact with it. But it begins to fry, and it falls to the ground, dead. I'll update the token later because it doesn't want to obey right now. But that's fine.
All right. Draco, hit the creature already. And I guess I'll do the attack.
Oh.
Is it a miss again?
Oh.
That is a hit.
Oh, thank fuck.
Oh, nice.
See what the edge does.
That's a lot of damage.
Nicely, kid.
All right. How much damage did you roll?
10.
10. All right. So, tell me what this looks like for Draco Robshaw.
I mean, he would probably be like annoyed that he was hit, so aiming for the head.
All right. So Draco, being clocked on the head, begins to grit his teeth, and with a takes the graven edge and exchanges a blow to the head, striking our mindless thrall, and it cuts right through the head, right around where the jaw is, and the top of the head folds over, and the creature collapses to the ground, dead.
Attaboy. Now move away so the other creatures don't come for you.
You'll have to move Draco.
Yeah, I can't move him.
Oh, do you not have permissions to move him? Okay, well, let me see if I can move him. Where are you going to move him to?
Over here.
Over there? Okay. All right, out of harm's way. And is that going to be your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Two Quaggoths. Uno, dos. So this Quaggoth is going to move downward, and they have a few that say they have 3 options for those to attack. Now, this Quaggoth, unfortunately, they can make a attempt at a perception, but they fail. They don't know where you are, Kelleros. So coming towards the closest individual, they are going to lay down a claw attack.
All right.
First claw attack is a 24.
That hits.
A damage of 6. Second claw attack is a 12, which misses.
Mm-hmm.
Now the larger one is going to begin. Who is that? Nope, that's that one. Move him back. The larger one is going to storm forward. It's going to move down that way.
Oh shit.
They have 2 individuals to attack. High is Orgoth, low is Belvari. So that is High Orgoth. Hi, Orgoth.
Hello.
Let's see. That's Val. Which means that
Orgoth keeps taking
there.
the punishment.
Well, Orgoth is just in the wrong place at the wrong time. 12 is not going to hit you, but the second attack will hit you.
Not really. Reaction shield.
Oh, reaction shield.
Oh.
You were not struck by its
No,
follow-up
I'm
hit.
like 24 AC because of that.
All right, in which case that's going to end their turn, and it is now Winvir's turn.
All right. Getting tired of this game. I look over at the big boy. Big boy. Not gonna like this. Whatever they're saying. And I'm gonna look at it, and I'm gonna basically just like menacingly stare at it while casting Dissonant Whispers at 3rd level.
All right. So they will need to make a Wisdom saving throw. Wisdom is
Correct.
not their strongest suit, but they succeed at it.
All right, they take half.
All right, roll the damage. Half
Wow.
of 13. And
Wow.
were you going at the big one?
Yeah.
Let me make sure I have the right one selected. Yes, I do. So that is 13. Half of 13, which is going to round down to 6. Right. So they are dealt mental damage. Is that your turn?
Bonus action. I'm just gonna bring it back to my boy Orgoth playing just like a rockin' tune.
All right. Give Orgoth that rockin' tune. Belvari, you have popped out of the bushes, and you have like leaves and sticks and like flower petals all up in your hair, and your clothes have just all sorts of like little, like those little floofs that come out of flowers.
Fucking embarrassing, is what she literally says. Okay. Am I engaged with it right now?
Are you engaged with it? You are melee to it.
Okay. So if I move away, would it take an opportunity attack?
Yup.
At its size, yeah, it would take an opportunity attack if it.
Okay, so bonus action. I can't do anything. Shit. I just move away and just keep backing.
Bonus action disengage.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm not going to get far enough away to use my fucking.
That's
sniper.
the downside with the sniper is the
Yeah.
is the range.
Because
minimum.
if I wasn't engaged, it'd be okay. Because I could just bonus action dash.
Now, just a reminder, you can use the sniper. It would just be a disadvantage if it was
Yeah.
within the minimal range.
Yeah, I'll bonus action disengage.
Okay.
Back up to about. Yeah, if I can fucking move. I'm on the wrong thing. Why won't it let me move? I'm in a bush. I can't move.
Oh, you're in a bush and you can't move. Okay, so you move here, here, and then
There.
up here.
Back one more. There we go. Yep. I can move. Oh wait, I can't see now. Shit.
It's big enough. You can see it.
Yeah. Okay. Brilliant. Can I move another 15 feet, or is that as far as I can go?
You can move more than 15 feet.
In that case, then I will move to about here then,
Okay.
and then I'll with my sniper. Yeah, I'll disadvantage shoot it.
All right. Fingers crossed. Roll at disadvantage.
Thank you.
Although, trying to remember sneak attack. It's adjacent to friends. Trying to remember sneak attack rules for a situation like this.
I
It doesn't have.
don't think it would because it knows who I am and it's watching me, so it's nothing.
Orgoth is adjacent, so it would still apply sneak attack.
Oh,
So hey, it levels out. You can just fire a normal round without disadvantage.
Oh.
yeah, nice. Thank you very much. Okay. Please don't fuck me in the ears. 18.
That is an 18, and that will hit.
Oh, thank fuck for that. So, sneak attack damage as well then, if it's from the side.
Correct.
Holy shit, nice. Yes.
So that's 12.
6.
Plus
Another 12, so that's 24 points of damage.
Hey Val, what does this look like as you fire your rifle right into the super large Quaggoth?
So, backing up as much as you can while still covered in twigs and everything, just literally trying to pull them out as I have, managing like this is fucking embarrassing. Fuck it. Crawls out of the bush, gets to the cliff edge. Obviously, it's peak. It's hard to miss this thing. Ducks down to one knee and is just, I'm fucking sick of this fight. Shoots it. It shoots right through it completely, leaving a massive gaping hole and splattering out onto my two comrades below. Sorry about that, guys.
Absolutely. Bullet leaving a stream of ichor that rains down upon the party as its large form topples and falls down to the ground, face first, and it shrinks back to its original size, but not before perishing. All right. And is that going to make for your turn? I believe that is everything.
Yes, it is literally everything I can do.
All right. Kelros, there's one final combatant on the battlefield.
I'm gonna shoot at the well, not as massive. It's the other one. Thing. My short bow.
All right. So you're going to pop out and you're going to fire with your short bow.
Yep.
23 is going to be a hit, and of course, that is a sneak attack for you as well.
Yep.
So that is 8 piercing damage. But then with the 8 piercing damage, it is an additional 13.
21.
Yep.
Excellent. So, all right. So you loose an arrow and strike it, and it roars out. And that is going to be your turn, unless there's anything else you want to do.
I will shout out at Orgoth. Finish it. Take its legs off.
Oh, gladly.
All right, it is Orgoth's turn.
Help action.
With a help action. So, attack at
All
advantage.
right. So I'll go with Shocking Grasp first.
All right, Shocking Grasp, that is going to hit. Oh my goodness. So you electrify this thing, and it begins roaring out, and it falls to its knees, but it is not dead yet.
And then he will slash with his sword.
All right. All right, you only needed to deal 1 hit point, so what does this look like?
He'll pretty much take the
So
head.
gutting. Oh.
You're going to take its head, so you slash down with your Dragon Slayer scimitar. This is not a dragon, but you take distinct pleasure, and so does the blade, you presume. The blade cuts through the neck, and it's one of those things where it takes a couple of seconds before the cut materializes, and the neck sort of just slides off the neck, or the head slides off the neck and falls to the ground. And the Quaggoth perishes.
Ugh. Talking elf. Grab the head. I need a trophy.
And that,
It's all
my
you.
friends, will be the end of that battle.
Ooh.
All right, I'm stuck in a bush. I can't move.
You're also stuck in a bush and you can't move.
That's what he
Yikes.
said.
There you go.
Thank you.
Well, that was rough.
Ugh.
Zog.
Been
I missed
avoided.
the action.
What the hell is wrong with you fools?
That was all them. It wasn't me. But I believe introductions are within order. Mind if I ask who you are?
Oh, I do mind. What the hell are you doing here?
By the looks of it, most likely trying to stop the situation that is happening now.
And how did you get here?
Magic?
Friend of a friend.
That too, but I don't want to spoil the
me names.
secrets.
That's obvious. Who the friend is can remain a secret.
You saying your purpose is stopping the whatever the hell happened here?
At least finding out what happened.
Yeah, our purpose is to sacrifice whoever's in front of us.
What?
Ignore him, you'll get used to it.
Yeah.
Or Mogus.
Okay. You'll say that a lot too.